All right, everyone, welcome back for another deep dive with me.
And me.
You know what that means.
We're going deep.
That's right. And today's topic is a heavy one.
Mm-hmm.
Immigration and asylum at the U.S. border.
Is one.
And
Lots to unpack.
yeah, we're diving deep into a CBS News article
Okay.
that details a Trump-era policy that basically instructed border agents to deport migrants
Yeah.
without giving them a chance to even request asylum.
Right. And I mean,
Right.
this didn't just come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
This was kind of a larger strategy that the Trump administration had to try to reduce the number of people seeking asylum in the U.S.
And this is where it gets complicated.
Right.
Because the article really emphasizes that seeking asylum
Yeah.
is a right.
It's not a privilege. It's a right.
It's a right. It's protected under U.S. and international law.
Exactly. And that's why this particular policy is so controversial.
Right.
Because advocacy groups are arguing that it violates the 1951 Refugee Convention, which the U.S. signed on to,
Yeah.
by not allowing for a fair hearing, basically,
Yeah.
to determine if individuals qualify for protection under international law.
So in the article, they use the word summarily deported.
Right.
What does that mean?
Okay, so imagine you arrive at the border.
Okay.
You're fleeing violence. You're hoping for safety.
Yeah.
But instead of being given a chance to, explain your situation,
Right.
you're immediately deported without a hearing, without legal counsel.
Wow.
You're just sent back.
So they don't even get to plead their case or anything.
Nothing, no due process.
And that's what summarily means.
Essentially, yes, you're sent back and potentially to the very danger you fled.
Wow.
And,
It's a scary thought.
yeah, the article highlights a heartbreaking case of a Honduran family who was separated at the border
Oh, yeah.
because of this policy, and the father was deported while the mother and children were allowed to stay.
Right. What kind of long-term consequences can these types of separations have on families and especially on children?
Well, I mean, forced family separation is incredibly traumatic.
Right.
Particularly children are extremely vulnerable to psychological distress. They can experience anxiety, developmental delays,
Yeah.
and the long-term effects are devastating.
Or to even imagine.
Yeah, they can impact their ability to form healthy relationships and trust others in the future.
Yeah, I mean, this policy really forces us to grapple with the complexities of immigration.
Absolutely.
It seems like such a difficult balancing act between maintaining border security and upholding our humanitarian responsibilities.
Yeah, it really is a tough one. And this particular case raises important questions about the limits of executive power in immigration matters. Can a similar policy be enacted again?
Right.
And how can we ensure that any border security measures respect human rights and follow the law?
Right. Yeah. It's a lot to consider. And this deep dive, it's really just scratching the surface.
Yeah.
But we've talked about, the Trump-era policy, the denial of asylum hearings, the potential legal and ethical fallout.
Yeah, and this goes beyond, just one administration or one policy.
Absolutely.
And I really hope that, this deep dive encourages you to think critically about these issues.
Yeah.
What does a fair and humane asylum process look like?
Right.
How do we balance national security concerns with our obligations to those seeking refuge?
Yeah.
There are no easy answers.
No.
But these are questions that we need to keep asking ourselves.
Absolutely. And that is the point of these deep dives. So I hope this conversation helps you navigate this complex landscape.
Me too.
Stay informed, stay curious, and keep questioning.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Until next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.